g5. This is probably the best try of white. The idea, if we move back with knight on f6, they take knight d5, our pawn, and with sweet tempo because our queen b6 is hanging. But here we have another unpleasant surprise for opponent. We take d4, sacrificing our knight, and here we are having a good initiative. Knight d4 is hanging, very typical in accelerated dragon. Also additionally rook d8 is coming. Knight d4 cannot move comfortably because there is a pin, so bishop e3 is also hanging. Now white has a few options. If they play here fe4 with idea after knight d4 or bishop d4, again to play knight d5, attack our queen, and after queen c5 to play b4. Let's go there, I will illustrate it. We take bishop d4, knight d5, attacking our queen on b6, the only place where queen can go, and protect the d4 bishop is queen c5. But there is coming b4, bishop c3, and this position we have seen in the previous lines, but there is a big difference. Here I will show you it. After g4, queen b6, rook b1, in the main course where I show you this knight g4, I align knight g4, fg4, and after bishop d4, knight d5, queen c5, b4, now bishop on d4 is hanging, so we should give bishop c3 check, with idea after king f2 to play queen d6. And after knight c3, queen f6 check, and now we are taking back the knight on c3. But white is playing king e2, a very strong move, and after queen c4, king f3, very strange line. But after knight e5, king f4. Now, despite of the fact that king is on f4, our queen on c4 has big problems, and we too, because if you play queen c6 back, now white take knight e7 check, and we lose the queen on c6. So this line works for white only because of this king on e2. But now let's go to our line, and where we will see that the position is without d7 and g4 pawn, so our bishop is on c8 is opened. Let's go there. So d5, g5, d4, gf6, bishop f6, fe4. And now after bishop d4, knight d5, queen c5, b4, bishop c3 check. Now white cannot play anymore king e2 because of bishop g4 check, and now they are losing material. Or they can play king d3, and after knight d5 get nice checkmate and get home. After bishop c3, probably they should play king f2, but now simple queen d6 idea works for us, and after knight c3, queen f6 check. Next move, we take the c3 knight, and here we are pawn up. Yeah, we don't have the bishop on g7, but our opponent king on g2 is in more danger, so we have here a big advantage. This line illustrates how good is open the center whenever opponent is starting attacking one of the sides of the board. So here we saw another plus of d5 move. We open the bishop on c8, which we can use in many lines. After g5, however, there is even better thing for us. After fe4, here engine showed me a great move, rook d8. This is not my move, engine helped me here. Rook d8, attacking the d4 knight one more time. So queen, rook, bishop, knight, 4 pieces are attacking the knight on d4. And here only move for white is to play knight d5. But here we play rook d5, sacrificing exchange and taking the d4 knight back. Now it looks like against exchange we have good compensation. We have a pawn against exchange. We have queen on b6. So we have two very active bishop on f6 and c8. c8 is not active yet, but he is going to be, because in all the lines bishop on c8 will join the attack, and king on e1 has big problems. But when we go deeper to this position, we see that it's not just good compensation, but white's position is almost lost very suddenly for them. King on e1 is having big problems. For example, let's say bishop g2. Here we have knight c2 check, and now e3 bishop is losing. After queen c2 we play queen e3 check. Now we have already two pawns against exchange and also two strong bishops, and king on e1 is open. But it's not about compensation. After bishop h4, after king f1, queen b6, it's very strange, but engine is showing it's -10. So absolutely lost. The idea is that after bishop d7 it's coming bishop b5, and the king on f1 has big problems. Or after knight d4, let's say c3, Same thing, knight c2 check, queen c2, queen e3, taking this bishop on e3. Now we have also two bishops, and after queen e2, queen f4, now it's coming bishop f4 check. And after king d1, bishop g4, queen on e2 will be trapped. After e d5, knight d4, probably the best try for white is king f2, but now we have a great move, queen d6. We are avoiding this pin with tactic. After bishop d4, we have queen f4 check, and then taking back the bishop on d4. And if not bishop d4, then it's coming knight f5. We take the e3, bishop back, and king on f2 is too open, especially when we have so many active pieces. So here, after rook d8, great move, knight d5, rook d5, e d5, knight d4. The position is not, we have good compensation, but the position is lost for white. For engine lovers, in terms of engine, it's showing -3. So go without hesitation to this position. Rook d8 is a great move, and it's giving even more advantage than the last line that I showed you with bishop d4, where we stayed just pawn up.